Okay, besties, we need to talk about Coachella influencers. Because at this point, this is not a music festival. This is the Hunger Games for people with ring lights. TikTok said, "Get ready with me for Coachella." And suddenly, everybody has a glam team, a stylist, a creative director, a brand manager, a photographer, a videographer, and a backup videographer, in case the first one doesn't capture their spiritual desert awakening. Meanwhile, regular people are at home trying to decide if eggs are still a luxury item, and these influencers are like, "So I'm staying in this tiny little Airbnb, and the Airbnb has 12 bedrooms, a pool, a private chef, and a staircase that looks like it has generational wealth. And don't even get me started on the outfits. They pack 42 looks for 3 days, just to stand in the desert and say, 'I'm literally so exhausted.' Girl, from what? Being perceived?" So today we're reacting to the funniest Coachella influencer memes, the TikTok get ready chaos, the luxury lifestyle, the delusion, the outdoor photo shoots, and the big question: are these influencers in touch with reality? Or are they living in a completely separate Wi-Fi network? Let's get into it, because the memes are eating harder than the festival food.
This year's Coachella was ruined by clout-chasing influencers. What used to be a music festival has turned into a massive marketing event. Influencers are getting paid thousands to attend. Brands cover flights, luxury stays, and VIP access, in exchange for constant promotion. People aren't there to enjoy the moment anymore. They're filming everything, editing all night, and competing for views. Some don't even attend the festival itself. They show up at brand parties and still post as if they experienced Coachella. Attendees reported influencers pushing people aside just to get the perfect shot.
I know influencers are getting canceled right now for going to Coachella and getting everything for free, if not getting paid. In the interest of transparency, this is how much I spent at Coachella as someone who was invited to go with a brand. Starting off with wristbands, we had 2 VIP wristbands. These were actually given to me by SeatGeek, which is the brand I went with, which honestly, I'm just thankful to be able to go to Coachella and be even considered to go with a brand. So thank you, SeatGeek. Start with transportation. Flights was probably the biggest thing for transportation. I had to buy 2 tickets, one for me, one for my fiance, from Toronto to LAX, which was $1,333 for 2 economy seats. Breaking down the Uber charges, $300 from LAX into Palm Springs, to and from the festival, to and from the event. All those charges racked up to be $561 in Uber charges. And I will say that I had some of my Ubers comped by brands and events that I was going to. So this is less. I actually bought 2 shuttle passes for $140 USD each, which came out to $412 Canadian. We took these every single night home because if you were trying to get an Uber at the end of the night, it was $300 and a 3-hour wait for an Uber. It comes out to just a little over $2,300 just for getting around. The next category is food and drink. I personally don't drink alcohol. First charge was for $361, and this was at Target. We picked up Gatorade, energy drinks, snacks. Now this is where it gets spicy. What we spent inside of the festival, I broke it down by day. Day 1, we spent $105 in the festival. During the day, we did go to influencer events and gifting suites. So Julius would drink there, eat there, do all those things there because alcohol was free for him. On day 2, inside the festival, we only spent $72. And then on day 3, inside the festival, we spent $220. It's honestly not hard to do considering everything is stupidly priced, and we actually tip people. The only other charges that I would include in this is like hair, makeup, outfit. I didn't hire a stylist. I didn't hire a makeup artist, so that was all free. Day 1, day 2, day 3, I only spent $236 on outfits. I only ended up buying a shirt, jeans, and a skirt. Everything else I wore, I already owned or like had around. Adding everything up together, a total of just under $3,100 for 2 people for the entire weekend.
Get ready with us for Coachella day 1. We got like early access VIP. And we already have our weekend 2 wristband. First, I'm going in with the Shape Tape Extra Lubricant Foundation. Oh my God. Going to Coachella is a lot of work for influencers. Literally. We have to do so many things to make ourselves like botched and hot, you guys. Like going in night 1 is always so hard because you have to like take your wrist and tap it on the thing to get in. So, and like you have to actually show up, which is like the thing people don't get is like even though you have VIP, it's still a lot of work. Oh, and what's the worst thing is the worst thing about the VIP area is you can see the common folk from the fence. It's honestly so exhausting too because there's a lot of people with like only 100,000 followers there. It's really hard to like know who's worth talking to. Going in with the Clinique moisturizer. We're staying in a house with 7 other influencers and it's been exhausting. Micro influencers. Or like no one talks about the struggle, but when you have more followers than everybody else at the house, you just get treated differently. Like even our chef was being weird. The thing that I didn't expect first time going to Coachella is that it would be hot. I realized that it was like in the desert. That's what they don't tell you.
Why are these golf carts not picking us up? Do they not see my artist wristband? I mean, honestly, like, all of these wristbands are actually just ruining my outfit. The Ferris wheel is so cute. I just hate that they had to put it in GA. Ew. I actually feel dirty in GA. We need to get to artists right now.
Okay.
So, what after parties are you going to?
None. What are you going to?
Neon, nylon, method. Finally, we made it to the Holy Land. Thank goodness Artist has this indoor section. I could not take one more second out there.
Wait, free water?
Yeah? Does GA not have that or something? Justin, I'm literally right outside your trailer. Like, can you just let me in, please?
I'm such a big fan.
Oh, thank you.
Can I get a photo with you or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Get ready with us for Coachella Day 2. We got like upgraded to the artist pass. My management pulled some strings and I got access to Camp Pooch. Alright, going in with a packet of mayo. Tonight we are seeing JB, which I'm really excited for. Me too. What people won't tell you is the freaking general admission sections are actually better. They literally are. That's why we have... I think the most annoying part about last night was I was in VIP and there was someone there with only 10,000 followers. Oh my god, I didn't see that. That's what's crazy is a lot of people will talk like massive game, but then they're not even in Camp Pooch. Going in with the Clinique Moisturizer Setting Spray Lubricant Cum. Also, another thing people don't talk about is how rude people are. Like, I was just trying to get my fit pic by the Ferris wheel, and people were in the way constantly. No, literally, it's exhausting. Going in again with the Tarp Shape lubricant. When you're in the artist section, like, there's a lot of famous people you run into. Yeah, but that's why we get invited is because we don't freak out. Like, some of the people in this section, you guys, like, you guys would be gagged. Yeah. We saw, like, Trump. Nobody's talking about how after Cat's Eye, Erica Kirk came out. And she was, like, kind of kind. Hopefully we'll survive night 2. But if you want us to do Get Ready With Me for day 3, let us know.
Oh my god, hey girls, so nice to meet you.
We've already met.
Oh, that's my bad. Well, it's nice to meet you again. Wait, so what brand sent you again? Oh, you got GA? Like you paid for your own tickets? No, that's fun too. I got my flights paid for, my hotel paid for, and I got paid $20K to be here. Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, I'm going to Revolve Festival, Nylon House, Neon Carnival, 818 Outpost, Nido, Labubu Glow House. Let me see those wristbands, girl. Come on. Oh, you didn't get invited to any? That's fine. It's okay. You'll get them next year, love. Oh my god, wait, yes. Let's exchange socials. Oh, you know what? I actually left my phone back with my manager. I'll follow you back as soon as I get it back, okay? Well, it was so nice to meet you, babe, but I gotta go meet my bestie back in the artist section. We're gonna meet Justin Bieber, you know. It was nice to meet you. Bye.
She said she want my lolly, she wanna kiss the top, that one.
Wait, I don't know that one. Wait, so keep going. My name is Noah Miller, and I'm at Coachella today doing the journalism, asking your favorite influencers the hard-hitting questions. Let's go. What is JV's most underrated song?
Runaway Love. My runaway love. I forget the rest.
Maria.
Yes!
Can you hold me close?
Despacito.
Can you sing it?
Despacito. This is how we do it down in Puerto Rico.
Maria?
Popular answer tonight. Okay.
I'm not original?
Like I'm at a casino. I'm all fancy, now I'm popping Pellegrino.
Ooh.
Overboard. Oh my god.
I don't know it.
Yeah, of course.
Can you sing a song from Overboard or a line from Overboard?
No.
Probably To You. When it comes to you. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Was that his like EDM era kind of?
Yeah. Private Landing, and I hope he brings out Don Toliver.
I'm gonna say yummy.
Okay.
Help us pick our outfits for Coachella week 2.
Jumping right in with my look for day 1 is this Tommy Hilfiger inspired piece with a Versace mask retailing at about $8,000.
This first look was styled by Dom Perignon, and I wanted to go total boho vibe, which is exactly what he did for me. This retailed around $2,489.
My next look is a little out of the woods. I wanted to do something a little more campy and fluorescent, so I went for a Salem Witch Trial vibe with this custom piece broom and this $5,000 Costco Kirkland sweater.
This next one I was thinking about wearing for the VIP party. And you guys, can we give a moment for the back cut shoulder? It's giving. This one cost a whopping $39,000.
For my final look for day 3, I wanted to give something a little constructural. It's also a little playful and bantery. I was able to get this look for $100,000, you guys.
For my last look, I'm not sure if I do it with my hair up or down, but the tail's really giving like chic vibes, which I really like. I just really wanted to look masculine and hot, and it's $40.
It's 2026. We're on the brink of a major world war. Come with me to get ready for Coachella. Gas is up to $10 a gallon, but come with me to get styled for Coachella. It was only $10,000. I know unemployment is at an all-time high, but this brand paid for me to get VIP tickets to Coachella, so come with me. I'm seeing people pay $5,000 for a stylist, $10,000 for transportation, $20,000 for accommodation. People are spending 6 figures to go to Coachella. I just feel like we've lost the plot. Like, I'm pretty sure Coachella started as like a cheap alternative to music festivals because they were so expensive. When did we turn it into this big PR influencer marketing event? Like, the event is just basically one big ad now. Like, are we seeing this? I truly feel like capitalism has actually ruined everything at this point. Like, in 2026, there is nothing untouched by capitalism. And the fact that people are spending so much to go to Coachella, it tells me that as a society, we are cooked. And I feel like you can't even say influencers are just out of touch because y'all keep eating that content up. Y'all consume it. They wouldn't be posting it if y'all did not go crazy for the Coachella halls.
Here's what I spent to go to Coachella this year. For travel, I couldn't find a flight in time, so I ended up renting an Airbus A380. I needed something with a lot of room for me and my dog. We just stayed on the top floor, but we used the bottom floor to cultivate a good aura. So that we would have an amazing time on the festival. Everybody else that goes to Coachella usually flies private. But I didn't want to be on one of those stinky, smelly little dinky planes. You know, everyone's cramped in there and, you know, it's not worth my life, right? So for the plane, it was $985,000 every 45 minutes, and I was flying from Tokyo to Coachella. Okay, outfits. So everything that I wore was custom Schiaparelli, 200,000 hours per garment. So top garment, bottom garment, shoe garment, hat garment. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose the price of this process, but I did end up paying with my Tesla stock. By the way, you guys, I really wanted to go with a brand this year. I reached out to all of my ongoing brand partnerships, you know, ExxonMobil, Lockheed Martin, Aunt Jemima Pancakes, but unfortunately, none of them were doing influencer activations for Coachella. I did end up getting reached out to by the brand The Red Cross, but unfortunately, I think that brand is a little too controversial for my page. Accommodations. So unfortunately, I couldn't find any accommodations within Coachella Valley itself. So I did end up renting a $3 million home in the Hollywood Hills. So this means that I was forced to helicopter into the festival every single day that I went. But the helicopter rides were $154,298 per hour. And so the helicopter rides were an hour, and I only went to the festival one day. So It actually ended up being the cheapest route. For my festival passes, the different passes that you can get are GA, whatever that means, VIP, artist, and then guest of artist. But I had a step above, which was influencer of artist. And so this is given to people who have extreme influence, basically travel through a network of tunnels under the festival grounds. So I never actually went up into the festival. I would never do that. These passes were $56,000. Pretty good deal for what you get. That's all. One of you guys figure out the total for me in the comments. I'm Lena, and Lena loves it. Take care. I'll see you soon.
I attended Coachella as a content creator for the first time, so let's spill the tea. I was invited to Camp Poosh along with a few other events such as Neon Carnival, and I also secured paid partnerships before, during, and after Coachella. I'm literally filming one today. If you are going as a first-time content creator, here's everything you need to know. In my opinion, if you are not a seasoned content creator, aka you're not used to making high-quality event or travel content, Coachella will be challenging because you won't be prepared as best as possible. There's two types of major content that you do at an event like Coachella. First is going to be trend-driven content, mostly for views and visibility. And the second is high value content like vlogs, voiceovers, and product placement that attracts brands. You need a balance of both to attract both short-term and long-term opportunities to capitalize on. If you want to attend Coachella next year with a brand or get invited to events, these are some things to start thinking about now, because you definitely need time to develop a strategy that works and get good at this content, because you don't want to go into Coachella not knowing how to do this, because you won't get the results you want and it probably won't be worth the investment. And if brands do bet on you and you don't deliver, that will shoot all your opportunities in the foot going forward. I knew this was going to be a bit of a problem, but time is a major issue at Coachella, to the point if 30 minutes to an hour get wasted, you can't make up for it and you just lose that time, and it makes it very hard to choose what you want to do. You need to go into every day with a plan and know what your priorities are each day. For instance, when we were at Camp Poosh, we knew that we wanted to get content of us, we wanted to get content of the products, and we also had to physically pick them up at each of the gifting suites. We showed up early. We showed up right before 1, and we're thinking we would stay till about 3:30, because the plan was to go directly to Coachella to see Addison Rae. And we found out once we got there that it was a way bigger event than we thought, and we were there the entire time up until 5:30, I believe. That's a situation where you need to know what your priorities are. And for us, it was very obvious the priority was Camp Poosh and executing on all that content, getting all the products and getting all the content of the products and the sponsors. And I'll tell you right now that that is the difference between a full-time content creator who takes his job seriously, knowing what the priorities are. Camp Poosh was a way bigger priority than going to Addison Rae. Even though I love Addison Rae and I grew up watching Maddie Ziegler, I knew that that was the most important decision, and I have no regrets about making it. I think a hard pill to swallow about this job is just because it's a fun career doesn't mean that you actually get to enjoy the fun until the work is done. Coachella is probably one of the most fun events you can get to go to, yet you are working it. And if you forget that or lose sight of that, that's also a sign that you really need to take this job seriously if you want to be a full-time content creator. And the last thing I think you need to know as a content creator, and just anyone in general, half of Coachella is being prepared. I got so many warnings coming up on my FYP before I left. You're going to be super hot. You're going to be super cold. The dust is crazy. Your feet are going to hurt, blah, 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 blah. The key is to know what you need and be over-prepared. And of course, you don't know that until you get there, but we bought everything we thought we needed. So that way we packed everything with us that first day, and we took things out of our bag as the weekend went along, because we then kind of figured out what we needed. And I would say we were super prepared. We weren't hot because we had a fan. We weren't cold because we had light cardigans and emergency blankets, which you really don't even need unless you're there really long. Also, being Canadian in general, you're used to more harsh weather, but I'd always say be prepared, and then you can always get rid of things later. So this comes to the $1 million question: was Coachella worth it to go to as a content creator? And I would say without a doubt, 1000% yes. There is a little bit of an entitlement with content creation being a low overhead career, and people think because you don't have to spend money, you shouldn't. But if you're going to become an accountant, you need to spend money to get your CPA certification. So why would you not spend money on this career if you want to make this career your full-time gig? If it's part-time and isn't as big a deal to you and it's more hobby, that is totally fine and that's up to you. But in my opinion, it's not really about how much money you spend. I think it's just about knowing what is a great opportunity and investing in that. Coachella is the biggest event for influencers. In fact, I would argue it is mostly for influencers. It's not like the US Open, which is mostly for athletes. It's not like the Cannes Film Festival, which is mostly for actresses. This is an event where influencers have really blown up Coachella. And yes, it's about music. It's about the artists. Coachella has so many brand activations because of content creators and influencers. So this is the space to be in. And if you have the opportunity, even if that means you have to spend a bit of your own money, I personally think it's worth investing in if you are prepared and willing to do the work. If you want to start content creation or become a full-time content creator, I'm going to be sharing more on my journey from Vancouver to Coachella, so make sure you're following.
To everyone who said they were going to take social media seriously this year and then didn't, just know that influencers are getting paid $10,000+ to go to Coachella. 10,000 plus. I'm not getting paid that much. Okay, let me get that straight. But I'm going for free, VIP, and I get to bring a friend. Just saying, could have been you had you been consistent. But no, you don't want to be consistent. Okay, that's fine, girl. Hey, you cared about what your friends and family were thinking about you, I guess. Because I thought you put that on your vision board too, right? You said you were going to be consistent. And then what happened? It's not too late though, obviously. So are you going to take the steps or like, what are you going to do? $10,000+ to attend Coachella. And in case you're wondering, how do I know this? I started making content 9 months ago with the goal of becoming an influencer, and I got my little hand on the door and I never let go. And then I come on this app and I basically just share all the little tea. So, chop chop. And with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. Duh. Bye!
We got invited to Coachella. Literally a dream come true. We cannot share the brand. We had to sign NDA. Yeah, we had to sign NDAs. You actually might not see us there because we're not allowed to post any pictures, any videos. It's very strict, but we do need outfits. So because we are cost efficient, budget baddies, cost cautious queens. We are going to be thrifting our outfits and picking for each other. Let's go. I'm excited. Stop. Oh no. I can do something with this. Stop. Oh, wait a minute. Stop. No. I love it. This is so Coachella. Stop. Oh. Stop. Stop. Oh my God. Stop. Wow. And stop. I hate you. It's so comfy. Stop. Stop. Okay. So here's the fit. I love how you style it actually. The waist, the cinch. Waist, that's in right now. A moment for the shoes. Who are you most excited to see? Tracy Chapman. Period. See you guys at Coachella. Love you guys. Bye.
We need to talk about this. I have never seen so many creators openly asking brands to take them to Coachella. And I think it says a lot about where we are right now, because Coachella has kind of become the content Olympics for creators. Engagement is high and everything you post there performs. And being there with the brands has become a status symbol. And because of that, there's a lot of pressure. And it could start to feel like one of those moments when you're not there, you're missing out. So naturally, more creators are asking brands for more invites. Brands typically cover gifting, events, maybe even some outfits. But full trips are very rare. And from a brand perspective, it has to make sense. You're either driving real reach, you're highly relevant in that moment, or you're creating content that's genuinely valuable. And I think what's happening is people are seeing these big brand trips online and thinking that's the norm, when really it's the exception. Because the space is so saturated right now. There are so many creators and it's a lot harder to stand out than it used to be. But just because you're not getting sent doesn't mean you shouldn't go. Some of the best opportunities come from showing up, creating content, meeting people, and just being in that environment. Curious your thoughts on this. Have you guys been seeing these videos too? Let's talk about it in the comments.